Part 2 as promised. Yeah, we're talking about burnout. We're talking about content creation. We're talking about stuff's too hard. I mean, listen to yourself. And I'm looking straight at you content creators who are supposed to be the leaders, who are supposed to, if you will, have a direct say to Kabam, have a direct line to Kabam, and can get stuff changed for the community. You know, the people you're supposed to, the people that you have, the people that you work for. You are more concerned about stuff's too hard. Let's take a look at one thing Kabam is doing. The most spineless move I have ever seen a company make. The most spineless, if you will. And yes, I am saying that with venom and spite. We gotta change Flow because Flow is too... There was nothing wrong with Flow. There's nothing wrong with Flow, people. Other than your stupidity. Do you understand the concept of what Flow said? Do you understand how Flow worked? Because if you don't, let me explain. Any champion that has the hashtag control, whether it's control counter or control denial, just control, any critical hit grants them power. You look at all the people that are labeled control, right? And you think about it and you're like, yeah, what do I see a lot of you people bring? Oh my god, I gotta have Corvus. Oh my god, I gotta have Ghost Crit Team. Oh my god, I gotta bring Karnak for his crits. I don't see Karnak very often because, you people sit here and you gobble up everything Seatin says about what is good and what isn't good, and don't do your own research because reading and understanding is hard, especially when you got someone like him telling you what to do. The idea is with Flow, you need to bring either A, non-crit champions or power control champions. Yet I see you guys constantly bring Captain Marvel movie. I see you guys constantly bring Corvus. I constantly see you guys bring Ghost with Wasp and Hood. I see you guys constantly bring other crit teams. And then you sit there and play victim and say, Flow needs change. It's too hard. No, it's not. You are just not smart enough to think outside the box. So come at me, content creators. Come at me, man. Because I sit there and watch you guys. I watch your videos. Especially one person I do not watch is Seatin. And yes, this is my direct line to you. Here's my YouTube channel. Come at me, bro. You are single-handedly responsible for all the rebalancing and all the nerfs. Particularly Update 12. Your alliance, or your alliance leader, you've got some good ones in there. Legacy's pretty cool. I used to have Art of Chaos in one of my older alliances with some old friends. And Art turned around and advocated for you and said how good of a guy you was and how cool you was. But I mean, I look at some of this stuff and I just laugh. Like, you, for example, your alliance is solely responsible, especially your leader, for getting gifting removed. Running these black market deals that Kabam constantly warned about and said don't do it. Not only will you get an Odin, not only if you pay me an Odin, if you will, but you will also get valuable resources. Like, what? You don't think Kabam's not going to jump on that? You don't think Kabam's not going to do something about that? But yet, we're going to sit here and we're going to cry about burnout. When Variant 1 released, you sat there. Yes, I'm looking at you, Seatin, again. You sat there and you speed ran Variant. When Kabam warned, it was hard. You went through all the variants. I've watched your I'm leaving my alliance video because you're burned out. Take a look at your roster. You have most all of your 5 stars maxed out. You have several rank 3 6 stars. Let me say that again, just in case you didn't catch me. You have several rank 3 6 stars. And you're sitting here complaining about you're burned out and the community and Kabam is just doing everything they can to turn this game into a cash grab? Get real. I mean, get real with yourself, man. And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, go to his channel and watch his I'm leaving my alliance video. Because he's burned out and he needs a break. Look, count how many rank 3 6 stars he's got. Not only are they rank 3 6s, but they're duped in high 6s. And yet you guys gobble this man's knowledge up and believe what he says to be, and believe, English, and believe to be what he says to be as good as God's word. I did a video about Falcon for those of you that are going to be new to this channel, because I know these videos are going to generate heat. And these channels are going to stir up controversy, and yeah, I'm a big boy, come after me. I did a video on Falcon proving he's the original Blade. Proving his original, his value. Proving how good he is. And how good he can be. And how he can do what Blade does single-handedly. Yet, you people sit here and go, well, that's not what Seatin says. So I'm going to go by what he says. You are responsible for update 12. You were responsible as well for when, I believe it was season 9 of Alliance Wars. I believe, I could be wrong. You are also responsible that when season 9 came around and you got to the Challenger map, that everybody was bleed immune. You are responsible for that. And yet you're sitting here going, I need to step away because I'm burned out. Listen to yourself. If I had half the roster you had, I wouldn't be stuck where I am. And for those of you that sit there and say, well, Snarf, you're sitting here and you're talking like you have all the answers, and you... No, I don't have all the answers. I'm just smart enough to do my own research. Here's where I am in the game. Here's where I'm stuck. Because I don't have a Heimdall. But I think I've got a good counter in an unspoken champion that most of y'all, when I just say KK, start cringing and go, you're an idiot. I think I've got a good counter. I just need to practice a little bit, and maybe I can do it. But I mean, come on, man. We got people using bots and mods in arenas. We got mercenaries running rampant. We got champion abilities, which I demonstrated in previous video, that doesn't add up, doesn't make sense, that you have to scratch your head at, and you're going to drive yourself crazy trying to figure it out. You have mercenaries. You got cheaters. You got people that go into alliance war and are openly manipulating the game. I mean, again, Legacy, I saw your alliance war hacker video is where I discovered you. You got people like that who can just run certain paths, not take any deaths, not take any damage. And Hobbit Crom, I've seen your video too, where you went up against a lower tier alliance and you sat there and you watched them run the map with 4 stars at your high level and take bleed nodes with people that don't have bleed immune champions, and not take any damage, let alone not die. And you guys want to sit there and say, I stand with Seatin because of this stuff. Y'all need to check your priorities. Y'all need to check yourselves. Y'all need to figure some things out. What's important to you? Like, seriously, just figure it out. You have a bugged AI, you have nodes that don't work, you have mercenaries, you have hackers, you have bots. You still have people running black market deals. You have all this stuff going on, and you're sitting there complaining about Act 7. Now, as I said, Kabam is not the greatest company in the world. They're not. Kabam has done a lot wrong. I've said that in my previous video. It is what it is. But you sit there, and they're going to sit there, and they're going to watch stuff like, Legacy, Seatin, Dorky, Prof, they're doing an all-day stream where they can complete it. They're sitting there talking about these people can do... They look at that and they go, wait a minute. Obviously that was too much. Obviously that was too easy. So... let's give them something to really complain about. Now you're sitting here and you're whining and crying and griping and complaining about Act 7 being too hard, let alone you're also complaining about you can't bring 4 stars into Act 6? Why would you need a 4-star outside of synergy purposes? Why? Oh, wait. I know why. Because you don't want to think, you don't want to do what you need to do. You just want to go in, jump headfirst into stuff, and then say whatever happens, happens. And then when you get wrecked, it's Kabam's fault. Funny. Anyway, guys, that's all I have to say. I'll catch y'all later.